So just before we get into this review, I'm going to review Shoot 'em Up next today, because I said I would do that for you guys. And unfortunately, a couple of the videos that I wanted to do have been late, so those are coming to you guys today as well. So I'm sorry about that. There's a new poll up for what I should review next Friday, because I do have next Thursday off, because that's technically my Friday shift. So I will bring you guys a review on Friday. And I'm going to try to get the Brookie video set up for that day as well. So that should be coming to you guys next weekend. Crossing my fingers on that one. And that's it. Let's roll the intro and then get into this review. So the first of today's reviews, because it was the longer movie of the two, I decided to watch Public Enemies first. I have seen this movie once before, but I didn't really remember it, so I'm glad I rewatched it. Anyway, this is during the fourth year of the Great Depression, when John Dillinger and his crew are robbing banks, and the cops eventually catch on to them and try to hunt them down. And they bring in detectives and agents from all over the place just to catch this guy, because regular cops just going in would probably end up all being killed. Or at least that's what Christian Bale's character thinks. So they bring in a detective from another firm and bring in police from another firm. And things get pretty out of hand. They end up taking the girl that John Dillinger is with. And he knows that that's pretty much the point where he's probably most likely done for. But he doesn't do anything stupid. He just waits it out, hopes that she gets released and he's still alive. But anyway, they end up working with this one girl that he's living with at the time. And at the end of the movie, they go to the theater and they end up killing him because she has sold him out so that she can stay in the country, get her green card and all that good stuff. So he does end up dying, but he definitely did rob a lot of banks in his time. And I believe in the movie, he escapes from jail at least twice, if not 3 times. And he gets transferred from jail to jail quite frequently, and he escapes every jail that he's been in. So this guy's hard to catch and hard to keep. Once he's been caught, he always seems to find a way to get out. So that makes things really difficult for cops. Anyway, he ends up getting desperate at one point and works with this guy named Babyface Nelson. So this is actually based on a true story, I do believe. At least I think it was. Inspired by one of the most countries captivating. Yep. So it was actually based on a true story, as I'm reading the back here. Anyway, his girlfriend ends up getting released from prison a year after he dies. And the one cop that shot John Dillinger ends up committing suicide. I'm not even sure. I guess basically around the same time his girlfriend gets released. Because he gave a message to her at the end of the movie, but I won't tell you what that message is because that would definitely ruin too much. There was definitely lots of action in this movie. Lots of suspense because you're never sure when he's going to get caught. But he's literally, by the end of the movie, he's the only remaining member of his crew. Everybody else has been killed. And he actually goes into the bureau where they're investigating him and looks at who they've caught, who they've killed, and that he's the only one left. And I think he kind of figures out that by the time the end of the movie comes around that he's not going to make it anywhere anyway, but he's only about a day away from getting his biggest score, which would have been like anywhere from 1.7 million to, or 1.5 million to 1.7 million. So that would have been huge for him, and he would have been leaving the country, like going really far away, where they never would have found him again. He does change his appearance a little bit through the movie, but it's not like, it's not like unnoticeable, clearly, because they did end up finding him and killing him. But I mean, they found him through other means, right? By basically selling somebody else out, or trying to get somebody else to sell him out, right? I would give this movie a 4 out of 5 only because sometimes it was hard to hear what they were saying due to the gunfire. The audio sometimes cut in and out. Sometimes it was loud, sometimes it was quiet. So, I mean, maybe it's just my copy of the movie, I'm not sure. Or maybe just the sound guys or something messed up in some parts. But yeah, sometimes it was hard to hear what they were actually saying. But I mean, for the most part, you get what they're saying if you really listen closely. But sometimes you had to be like, huh, what was that? And yeah, kind of really listen in. Other than that, I would say this movie's really well done. Johnny Depp and Christian Bale definitely did a good job together, even though they were on opposite sides of the fence in this movie. I would like to see them probably do a movie together in the future where they're actually, you know, on the same team, because I think that would be good. They're both really good actors. The one scene that I would say was my favorite was probably the shootout at the house, where they end up finding Babyface Nelson and John Dillinger, and they end up like having a huge shootout, and John Dillinger does escape from that. Luckily, you're kind of honestly rooting for the. And I wouldn't really call him a bad guy because he does kind of live by a code. He doesn't kidnap people. He doesn't shoot innocents, and he doesn't fire first. I don't think in the movie there was ever a scene where he fired first. I mean, maybe the one scene where they were getting shot at in the house, but actually, no, the cops did fire first there, because they killed part of his crew in the car when they were telling the car to stop. So he never actually fires first in any of the scenes that I can remember. Other than that, there isn't really much to say. I think that's basically the whole story. Yeah, I talked about the big score and all that. And, yeah, him escaping from jail and all that stuff. But, yeah, his girlfriend definitely leads him on the wrong path, that's for sure. So that because she thinks he's going to be able to escape, right? But, unfortunately, he wasn't. And as always, I'll end off the review here because that's pretty much all I can say about this movie. I would definitely recommend it. As always, link to my Instagram account below. You can go vote on the polls over there, or just give me a follow, because I post quite frequently every day. I'm actually in a race with somebody to 1,000 posts, so sometimes it can probably be a little much during the day, but they're still ahead of me right now, so I'm trying to catch up to them. So bear with me. Go give me a follow over on Instagram. And yeah, that's it. Okay, well, I will see you guys in the next review of Shoot 'Em Up. And I will also see you guys on Monday with a review of Rise of the Zombies. And I think I have all my videos set up for next week. So that's good. I'm actually ahead of the game in this. And there's going to be lots of content for you guys next week. And I will see you guys later.